So the writing workshop is a time and a place in your classroom where students are making writing things. The ownership is on them in terms of their purpose and intention and their audience, but it's this block of time, and on the onset, it's that you want to support your students in finding their voice and finding purposes and ways to use writing in the world. And the writing workshop period is about 45 to 50 minutes of your day, and it should happen ideally 5 times a week. And I know it's hard for all of us to do that, but we set that as a goal, because what you'll find is, just like anything else, the more you do it, the better you're going to become at it. So we want our students to be writing every day. And if they're writing every day in the writing workshop, it's going to be hard at first, but they're going to get momentum and it's going to become easier. I trained for a marathon before my son was born, and I was not a runner at all. And I think what I learned when I was training for this marathon applies a lot to writing, because I hated running. And I never wanted to get out and do it. And there would be days that I'd be forcing myself and pushing myself to do it. And what I found after I did it for 4 or 5 days, that I wanted to do it. So then I would miss it. I'd be driving home and I'd hear a song on the radio, and it would be like one of the songs I listened to on my iPod. And it would make me think, oh, I got to get to running. I couldn't wait. Because now I got into this state of mind where I was running all the time. But then if there was a day where I didn't do it, and then I was like, oh, I'm just not going to do it. And then the next day, I'm not going to do it. Then it was starting all over again. And then it was all back to the beginning where it was hard and I hated it, and then I would get back into it and it was hard again. And that's the thing it is with writing. With our kids, I think if we do it every day, the momentum's going. If we don't, if we leave it off to the side and we don't get back to it, it becomes hard for them again. Then it's arduous. It's like, oh, I don't know what to write about. So that's why, if you can, to figure out where can you fit this in your day, even if you can't do the 45 to 50 minute block, that you're setting aside 10 or 15 minutes if it's, if you can't do it because of your scheduling, but you can for 10 or 15 minutes fit it in, then do that. It's better than not doing it at all. So the workshop is, like I said, is 45 to 50 minutes, and the structure is always the same. It's going to start with a mini lesson. That's 5 or 10 minutes. Well, 5 to 15 minutes. And independent work time is going to be the largest chunk of the time. And then the writing workshop always ends with a share. So the independent work time is about 20 to 30 minutes. And then the share is about 5 minutes. And the share is a time that you can use to reinforce the teaching or to teach something new based on what the students were doing.